This is how you can make a movable player character in your C# game. Alright, hello everyone, my name's Sebastian, this is Sharp Programming and welcome to How to Code. Now today we're taking a look at how to code a movable player character in your C# game. So as with every time, we have to make a stop clause for this, so to make sure that it doesn't just close out when we're done with it. So we'll make a read line. Alright, so as we learned in one of the last episodes, we're going to be starting out this with a do while loop. Now this do while loop will just make sure that our game keeps going. Oh, that's not where you put it. Keeps going until we tell it not to. So one of the first things that we have to find is what key is being pressed, because that's going to be very important for our game and for how to move the character. So how we do that is with a console key info. And this is going to be the way to check exactly what key has been pressed on your keyboard, and we'll just call it key info. Why not? So now that we have the class, we have to make sure that we put something into it in a correct fashion. So what we do is we say console key info, or key info in this case, equals console read. Oh god. Console.read key. And as long as that's true. So when a button is being pressed, it will put it directly into that and only when it's being pressed. And then because we're going to be making a character and continually looping, we're going to be writing out the character. So we want it to be completely clear every time we write out the character, so to not overlap or to create a shadow following after the character being played. And that's why we put in a console clear. So now we're going to be checking the button that's being pressed, and we do this with a switch. Now a switch is just another kind of testing mechanic. It doesn't always apply, but in this case it will apply because we're testing the key being pressed. And because of this class's type, which is a console key info, and that it only puts something into it as long as it's true, it doesn't always run through this, and therefore the character will stay still in case you're not pressing anything. So along with any switch comes cases. Now a case in this case, haha, pun intended, is literally just like saying in case and then setting a parameter for that. So in case the console key was equal to, and let's use the arrow key. So let's say the up arrow. Oh wait, right arrow. In case that's true. So we'll do a colon. And then to break through this and to be able to test for another case, we'll have to do a break and then say, and then we could do the other one. So we can also go left. All right. So with an integer, to make sure that we're writing out the character at the correct location, we're going to be plussing or adding to and subtracting from that, in order to make sure that we are tracking correctly where the player is. So I've made one called sides, and in case you press the right key, we would obviously add to it. So you're going to be moving to the right, which would be a plus on the x-axis, and moving to the left would be a minus on the x-axis. So that's how we do that. I've set it to a default of 20 to make sure that the player is spawning just somewhat in the middle of the screen. After this, we will do a console set cursor position and to the sides. And then because we are in this case not testing if you move up or down, we can just call it whatever. We'll set it to 10. And then we'll write out the player. And in this case, the player will just be an X. And we can copy and paste this to be the function for this as well. So let's get going. Let's play it. So moving something will activate the switch. And prior to that, nothing was being shown. So when you activate the switch, that's when it draws the character. So if you want to have the character drawn before any button pressing, you should put the same function right here. You should put that right before the switch. Just be aware that might give you some bugs, but you know, could be worth it. So moving left, left, left. I'm just clicking very loudly so you can hear I'm moving. And then up and down will disable the switch, and then it won't check because there's nothing being pressed and it doesn't know what to do with left and or up and down, but it knows what to do with left and right, and it keeps track of your left and right position even though you've just exited the switch. So you can tell when I press up, it it disables, and then I press right, it activates again at the same spot. So you can keep going, you can make as many cases as you want. Maybe you can have an attack move on space, maybe you want to include up and down, whatever you're doing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a rating would be much appreciated. And as always, leave a like, guys. I do enjoy it. Leave a comment down below. I always get back to it. I love hearing back from you guys. And if you know someone who would benefit from this, send it their way. And maybe they will thank you for it. Maybe you'll get a hug, maybe not. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.